I would never have believed I would wind up this happy and doing a job that I love this much.
Anyone familiar with Fox News will surely be conversant with one of their elegant reporters, Megyn Kelly. Megyn gained popularity through her rugged debates and hosting great celebrities on her shows. In addition to this, she had stood as the face of many struggles against sexual harassment. But then, the recent transformation revolving around Megyn's life has got everyone talking.
So, settle for more is my life motto, and it means asking for more from yourself when it comes to pursuing your life's dream and really your own well-being.
What has happened in the renowned journalist's life? Join us as we delve into Megyn Kelly's life. Megyn Kelly's early life. Megyn Kelly had a unique fashion style and body shape. However, a recent transformation in her has caused everyone to raise an eyebrow. Before revealing more details, let's talk about Kelly's early life. Kelly was born in Champaign, Illinois, to Edward Francis Kelly, Eddie D., who taught in the School of Education at the State University of New York at Albany, and Linda, a homemaker, who is of Italian and German descent on her mother's side and Irish descent on her father's. Sadly, Kelly had to live without a father figure because her father died of a heart attack in 1985 when she was just 15 years old. Kelly attended Tecumseh Elementary School in suburban Syracuse, New York. When she was 9, her family moved to Delmar, New York, a suburb of Albany where she attended Bethlehem Central High School. She obtained an undergraduate degree in political science from the Maxwell School of Citizenship and Public Affairs at Syracuse University in 1992. She earned a JD from Albany Law School in 1995. Kelly was an associate attorney at the Chicago office of the law firm Bickel and Brewer, LLP. In the fall of 1996, she co-wrote an article, "The Conflicting Roles of Lawyer as Director," for the American Bar Association's journal, Litigation. She later worked at Jones Day for 9 years, where one of her clients was the credit bureau Experian. Considering her profession in law, Kelly told Business Insider, "I practiced law for about 10 years before I realized I was burned out. I asked myself, what can I do that would utilize some of these skills but that I would enjoy a little more? That would be fun and still intellectually stimulating when thinking about changing careers." This was an obvious answer. Following 6 years of practice at 2 esteemed businesses, Kelly experienced a pivotal moment. Thinking back on her choice to quit the legal field, she revealed in a 2010 GQ interview, "One day, I realized it was time to go on. I was driving home on the Kennedy in Chicago, about to start my 6th year of practice. 3 in the morning. Tears were streaming down my cheeks." Kelly went on, "I was so tired that I started to wonder, what if I had just been in a car accident and broken a bone? I want to live a long and happy life, but if I shattered my femur, I would be out of work for at least 3 months." Kelly changed her career following that drive, which was a wise and profitable decision. Megyn Kelly at Fox News. In 2003, Kelly moved to Washington, D.C., where she was hired by the ABC affiliate WJLA-TV as a general assignment reporter. She covered national and local events, including live coverage of the confirmation hearings for United States Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito and Chief Justice John G. Roberts, the retirement of Justice Sandra Day O'Connor, the death of Chief Justice William Rehnquist, and the 2004 presidential election. CNN President Jonathan Klein later said he regretted not hiring Kelly as a reporter at the beginning of her career because she was the one talent you'd want to have from somewhere else. At this time, she adopted her then-husband Daniel Kendall's surname, an anesthesiologist, and went as Megyn Kendall. When Kelly's demo tape ended up in the hands of Kim Hume, the wife of news correspondent Bruce Smaley, Kelly's career took a dramatic turn. Hume subsequently gave the audio to Fox News head Roger Ailes. And as they say, the rest is history. Megyn Kelly underwent many changes at Fox News in the early 2000s. Dr. Dan Kendall and corporate attorney Megyn Kelly were a pair for 8 years. However, they were married for only 4 of those years. In 2001, Kelly and Kendall got married in Chicago. They moved in 2003 after Kendall was offered a residency at the Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore, and Kelly was able to find part-time work as a reporter at Channel 8, the ABC station. They moved into a townhouse in Alexandria, Virginia, in 2004. Kelly's arrival at Fox News was a turning point in her career. Unfortunately, the couple parted ways amicably in 2006. Kelly relocated close by, and they kept in contact. Kendall was honest about their marriage in a 2015 interview with the Daily Mail, saying, "I wanted a wife, and she wanted a wife. We both required assistance with cooking, cleaning, and supporting. She's got a driven personality. I could never see her remaining at home. She was in more need of a type B spouse. When both partners are professionals, things don't always work out, even if we were both doing our best and working hard." In conclusion, Kelly had many changes in the early 2000s, including a new job, marriage, a role in national reporting, and finally, a divorce. However, she was just starting her career as a rising TV reporter. Will she ever get married again? And if yes, will this lead to a forever bliss? Keep watching to find out. Megyn Kelly and Douglas Brunt. Megyn Kelly began her career as a reporter for Fox News in 2004. She started covering legal matters and eventually got her solo show called Kelly's Court. Kelly's personal life improved along with her career growth. Kelly and Douglas Brunt went on a blind date set up by a friend in 2006. Brunt, the CEO of Genuine, an internet security company, divides his time between Florida and New York City. The pair continued their correspondence virtually until Kelly moved to the Fox News corporate office in New York City. After they got together, their bond grew. Brunt intended to pop the question with the ideal engagement diamond, but his eagerness caused him to buy a phony ring that looked like the stone from the Titanic, according to the New York Times. After the fake ring proved effective, they tied the knot in 2008. In addition to marrying Douglas Brunt that year, Megyn Kelly achieved great success in her career. She went to the Republican National Convention in St. Paul, Minnesota, where her unique flair and media presence were matched. Kelly looked elegant and polished in her simple brown skirt and vest combo worn over a clean white collared shirt. Kelly showed off her sense of style by adding a pop of color to the otherwise conservative outfit with a V-neck that revealed a little skin and a statement beaded necklace that protruded from under her long blonde hair. Before we reveal her transformation, here is one of her iconic acts as a media person, revealing her bravery and strong mind. Megyn Kelly attacked Britney Spears in January 2009, citing the song "If You Seek Amy" as having vulgar and allegedly suggestive lyrics. Kelly urged the Federal Communications Commission, FCC, to outlaw the song or limit airplay to times when kids aren't likely to listen during a Fox News segment. In reaction, Britney Spears inserted a spoof of a blonde news anchor on a show called American News in the music video for the song. This referenced Kelly's appearance on America's Newsroom, where she initially disapproved of the song. Kelly then challenged Britney to appear on her show, saying, "Bring it, Britney." Megyn Kelly's first baby. When Megyn Kelly criticized Britney Spears, her protective nature went into overdrive. 9 months after Kelly's America's Newsroom statement on the lyrics of "If You Seek Amy," she gave birth to her first child, Edward Yates Brunt, on September 25, 2009. Even though she had just given birth, She attended the It's Complicated premiere at the Paris Theater in New York. Kelly exuded confidence in a figure-hugging black gown featuring a provocative sequined collar. This was just the start of a string of chic outings that emphasized her toned arms, showing the world's women that having a baby doesn't mean sacrificing style. A year after Megyn Kelly denounced Britney Spears for her sexually graphic lyrics, Kelly made news once more in April 2010 when she appeared on Howard Stern's show. They covered a wide range of subjects in the interview, such as Kelly's legs, her thoughts on having sex before getting married after losing her virginity, her personal life with her spouse, and how sex is portrayed in TV news and even adult movies. This interview came to light again in 2016 when Kelly accused Donald Trump of being a hypocrite for calling his remarks about women sexist. Megyn Kelly appeared on Howard Stern's show a few months prior and was spotted at BGC Partners Inc.'s 6th annual BGC Charity Day. After having an open conversation with Stern, Kelly dressed more conservatively in a black pump dress. She rarely wore knee-length gowns, so the short sleeves and form-fitting skirt were unusual for her. Nevertheless, she stuck to her unique style, accessorizing with stacked gold bangle bracelets and delicate gold earrings. Megyn Kelly's interview with GQ. Megyn Kelly received much attention for her GQ interview and photo session, more so for the provocative black bodycon dress she wore in the accompanying photographs than for the interview itself. After being categorized as controversial in a Huffington Post piece, the images generated some early buzz. While the controversy faded, it reappeared during the 2016 presidential elections, leading Kelly to defend the images and say she was not ashamed or regretted them. Yardley Evans Brunt, Megyn Kelly's second child, was born on April 15, 2011, and the couple celebrated his arrival. Compared to her first child, Kelly chose to take a lengthier maternity leave this time. Mike Gallagher, a radio host, attacked her prolonged absence at this time, calling maternity leave a scam. Renowned for being direct, Kelly didn't think twice about confronting Gallagher. She vehemently advocated paid maternity and paternity leave. She noted that the United States was the only advanced nation without such a law when she invited him to appear on her August show. Kelly put Gallagher to the test by asking him why he didn't think taking a few months off for recovery and bonding with the baby after 9 months of pregnancy was worth it. This fearless attitude to taking on difficult subjects and asking pointed questions helped her become more well-known in 2015 during what the New York Times called the Megyn Kelly moment. Although Megyn Kelly's position against Mike Gallagher about maternity leave won her accolades, not everyone shared her enthusiasm. During an episode of The Daily Show, Kelly came under fire from Jon Stewart, who called her a hypocrite for what he perceived to be a change in her opinions regarding entitlement programs like paid time off. Stewart remarked that Kelly seemed to be taking advantage of the situation. Kelly acknowledged in a 2015 interview with Variety that she was moved to tears by Stewart's remarks. But since then, her skin has become thicker. Kelly said, "When you're young and starting out, you worry about how much influence someone like Jon Stewart has and whether he could harm your career." In response to the incident, "To be honest, I don't really listen to Jon Stewart anymore," she continued. "Our work has, in my opinion, stood the test of time." Megyn Kelly used her fame to help a good cause in 2012 when she went to a benefit performance for Army SPC Brian Dilb, who had suffered terrible shrapnel wounds during combat. Kelly looked stunning in an ensemble that balanced flair and occasion appropriateness at the Gary Senior Foundation-sponsored event. She wore a sleeveless indigo mini dress with black tights and booties and a chic, shorter hairstyle. Her choice of dangling silver earrings gave her a touch of elegance while complementing her simple yet elegant look. Kelly's ensemble epitomizes ease and style. perfect for a get-together with friends or a laid-back evening out. In an interview, Megyn Kelly, who was 8 months pregnant with her third child, talked with artist Kid Rock about his political beliefs and the price cap on concert tickets. Kelly wore a half-sleeve purple top with a darker hue, deviating significantly from her go-to neutrals and showcasing her taste for modesty. On non-network occasions, she continued to show off her arms while injecting a hint of glamour with thick, studded bracelets that nicely matched her simple ensemble. Unquestionably, Kelly looked lovely during the conversation, giving off hints of joy about having a baby. Kelly and her husband welcomed Thatcher Bray Brunt, their third child, only a month later.
We just got details about Megyn Kelly's big baby news last hour. Here is the picture. Say hello to Thatcher Bray Brunt.
The Kelly File. After her third pregnancy and maternity leave, Megyn Kelly began her show, The Kelly File. The preview for the show offered straightforward information and reflected Kelly's well-known style of reporting and news. She had a noteworthy interview with Senator Ted Cruz on her debut show, bluntly calling him the most disliked man in America. Cruz tried to sidestep the questions, but Kelly deftly diverted his attention by demanding that he now answer the question. Megyn Kelly left a memorable impression at Variety's Power of Women event in 2014 by dressing tastefully to fit the occasion, which included her accomplishments being honored alongside those of other powerful women. Her choice of attire made a big statement, a startling white panel at the back of a traditional black dress that gave it a daring twist, together with classy hoop earrings and a necklace in the shape of a raindrop. Kelly's ensemble skillfully struck a mix between adventure and refinement. Not only was the dress exquisitely tailored and the sumptuous fabric a standout feature, but it also marked a pivotal point in Kelly's public persona. Kelly is well known for her direct and businesslike manner, but this was one of the first occasions the public saw her embracing a slightly riskier look. The dress's modest hemline and wide straps moderated the edge of the stylishly exposed box-cut neckline, giving it a polished and sophisticated appearance. In 2011, Megyn Kelly made a bold fashion statement by wearing a black, gray, and white dress with a geometric print. She was part of The Hollywood Reporter's 35 Most Powerful People in Media celebration. Kelly's distinctive dangling earrings and sleek bangle bracelet gave her a strong, influential presence. The patterned dress was daring yet elegant, demonstrating Kelly's ability to command attention as she was honored at the esteemed occasion. Amid her rising fame, Megyn Kelly became independent while maintaining her unique style. Megyn Kelly took advantage of the opportunity to clarify her political preferences with a twist. Kelly revealed that, despite Jon Stewart's criticism over her alleged changes from conservative to liberal viewpoints,
she used to hate entitlement programs. I just had a baby and found out maternity leave strengthens society. But since I still have a job, unemployment benefits are clearly socialism.
She is a registered independent and has voted for politicians from both parties. Known for fusing liberal social ideals with conservative financial principles, long-standing fans of Kelly's work might not have been stunned by this revelation. Although Kelly keeps her opinions private about things like her position on abortion, her changing public persona has gradually removed the layers to reveal her complex opinions. With a daring fashion choice that included a black romper with a plunging neckline complemented by a bold gold bracelet, and her signature gold dangle earrings, along with her longer hair and more pronounced smoky eye makeup, Megyn Kelly made a comeback to The Hollywood Reporter's 35 Most Powerful People in Media celebration in 2015. Kelly's presence at the occasion created a stir. Kelly stated that Hillary Clinton was the top contender on her wish list for an interview when she disclosed her intention to speak with her to The Hollywood Reporter. Given Kelly's prowess at tackling important political subjects, she also considered asking Clinton about the readiness for a female president. Megyn Kelly's speech at Fortune's Most Powerful Women Summit. It was evident by 2015 that Megyn Kelly had made a name for herself as a remarkable figure. She made a significant presence in a knee-length gray dress with no sleeves at Fortune magazine's most influential women's summit. Kelly shared her thoughts on power at the event, connecting it to freedom and decision-making capacity. Her imposing presence on stage highlighted her ability to pull off any look seamlessly. Megyn Kelly wowed audiences around as the moderator of the first Republican presidential debate in 2015. Beyond her eye-catching earrings and chic black outfit, what made an impression at the moment was her stern questioning of the candidates, particularly Donald Trump. When people noticed, they started to wonder, who is she? Though many people already saw her as a formidable figure in the media, her appearance in that iconic black dress changed many people's perceptions of her as a journalist. Keep watching, as we will soon delve into the great transformation in her life. Megyn Kelly wore a striking black blazer and bright earrings to go with her daring new extremely short hairstyle during the Republican presidential debate in January 2016. Unapologetically demonstrating that she was all business and that nobody had time for long hair when running the show, Kelly's self-assured, businesslike manner screamed volumes as she remained laser-focused on asking difficult questions despite Donald Trump's presence. Megyn Kelly appears more confident after moderating multiple debates involving male candidates and receiving praise from the media. Megyn Kelly appeared at the 2016 Vanity Fair Oscar party in February. She wore an exquisite long black gown with a bold side cutaway and a sequined single shoulder top. On the glamorous red carpet, her ensemble emphasized her renowned toned arms and showed her chiseled waist, displaying her confidence and sense of style. On April 6, 2016, Megyn Kelly made her runway debut at Tina Brown's 7th annual Women in the World Summit in New York City. Her striking new haircut featured a hint of color and some skin showing. Kelly chose a bright blue dress with a keyhole neckline at her sternum, exposing her bare arms and chic stiletto shoes against her usual palette of bland colors. This represented a major shift in Kelly's sense of style and the beginning of a new chapter in her life. Katie also interviewed her live during the event, where they spoke about various subjects, including her upbringing, her interactions with Donald Trump, and her ability to persevere in adversity. Megyn Kelly was honored at the 2016 Variety Power of Women New York event. She looked feminine and springtime-inspired in her pale pink dress, which beetled her arms and revealed a sliver of leg, while yet providing complete coverage at the breast. Kelly brought attention to a charity organization that works to stop child abuse by leveraging her position at Variety. She was more than just a Fox News anchor regarding this cause. Year after year, she enthusiastically participated in fundraising events and gave her time to help programs to prevent child abuse. Kelly exemplifies how style, activism, and influence can coexist harmoniously. In the era of technology, Megyn Kelly is daring and stunning at the Manus Ex Machina fashion. Megyn Kelly made an incredible appearance in May 2016 that stole everyone's attention. Kelly's choice made her frontal debut in a traditional black mermaid tail gown, which looked tasteful but modest. But when she turned, the gown showed off elaborate gemstone-encrusted gold and silver sequin accents that stole the show and held everyone's attention. Kelly's choice of a dramatic red lip color instead of her customary neutral hue went well with this daring fashion statement. Kelly showed her adaptability once more, putting her extraordinary sense of style and flair for dramatic fashion moments on display that goes beyond journalism. With a white blazer, Megyn Kelly can't go wrong. At the last Republican presidential debate of 2016, Megyn Kelly made a dramatic entrance wearing an authoritative white skirt suit. Her outfit choice revealed a lot about her intentions for the evening. It continued what many saw as a continuing conflict between her and Donald Trump, and was her third appearance among the Republican contenders. Kelly expertly called out the competitors' contradictions during the discussion, even providing video evidence to support her claims. Her composed manner, while wearing the immaculate white blazer, highlighted her will to hold the candidates responsible while upholding her professional position. It was an obvious illustration of how a well-chosen ensemble can boost one's self-assurance and aggressiveness in any difficult circumstance. Now, here is an event that might shock you. Megyn Kelly stood up to Roger Ailes. During the 2016 presidential elections, not much attention was paid to claims of harassment made against Fox News chair Roger Ailes. However, attention on these claims grew after the election and the release of Megyn Kelly's memoir, Settle for More. Kelly filed a harassment complaint against Roger, along with over 24 other women, which ultimately resulted in his termination from the network. Kelly explained her choice to come forward in her book, stressing the significance of making sure the claims were taken seriously and that those who made them were held accountable rather than being able to manipulate the investigation and avoid punishment. Now, here is the big news. Megyn Kelly's transformation. Due to observable alterations, Megyn Kelly's appearance has recently aroused conjecture. Has Megyn Kelly changed in any way? Raising concerns about possible hidden changes on websites such as X, which was once Twitter, a user asked a question that appeared to reflect general interest. Has Megyn Kelly changed in any way similar to OIC face? She appears different. The phrase OIC face describes the physical alterations that frequently result in abrupt weight loss, giving the face a more hollowed-out, elderly appearance. For months, there have been conjectures on social media that associate Kelly's look with the possible use of OIC. While it's not unusual for celebrities to investigate diet pills, others argue that Kelly is unlikely to do so, given her steady public persona of the past 30 years. Megyn Kelly has always maintained a slim figure throughout her 30-year career, one user said. She is not likely to turn to OIC at this time. However, Kelly has already talked about the problematic weight management techniques she has used in the past. On the Megyn Kelly program, she has mentioned her background with disordered eating on multiple occasions, although she has not stated if she utilizes it. She commented in December 2023 regarding Oprah's admission that she used OIC, stating that it had appeared obvious to her at the time. Kelly talked to a doctor about the potential health risks of weight loss medications, pointing out that although they might help people lose weight, they don't always result in better health overall. Kelly made contentious comments regarding protesters in May 2024 during a broadcast on pro-Palestinian demonstrations on college campuses. Kelly suggested that if the protesters were ugly or stupid, they should use cover-up and some OIC.
And then the Palestinians turned around and elected as their government Hamas, which is identified by the United States as a known terrorist group.
These remarks were regarded as more disparaging than Kelly's earlier talks regarding body shaming and weight. Kelly discussed body image concerns on the Today Show back in 2018, disclosing how she had previously used her stepfather's embarrassment as motivation to reduce weight while in law school. She did, however, express regret for that strategy and offered first-hand accounts of family members who had struggled with weight. Kelly also talked about how her weight caused her to be teased at middle school, which led to issues with disordered eating. Before assuming you know everything about Megyn, listen to these unknown facts about her, the event that led to the cancellation of her show on NBC, and what she's up to today. Unknown facts about Megyn Kelly. Kelly played a significant role in covering and discussing the #MeToo movement and prominent harassment cases. In 2014, Time magazine named Megyn Kelly one of the 100 most influential people in the world. Kelly moderated several high-profile presidential debates, showcasing her expertise in political journalism. Kelly has received numerous awards for her exceptional journalism, including multiple Emmy Awards. Megyn Kelly currently hosts her podcast, engaging in insightful discussions on various topics. She is a sought-after public speaker, sharing her insights and experiences with audiences worldwide. In addition to her morning show, Kelly hosted the primetime special Megyn Kelly Presents on NBC. Kelly has been vocal in advocating for women's rights and equality in the workplace. Megyn Kelly often provides political commentary and analysis on various news platforms. She is an active social media user, engaging with her followers on Twitter and Instagram. Following her departure from NBC, Megyn Kelly announced her return to news with a new media venture. Megyn Kelly's career has significantly impacted journalism, breaking barriers and inspiring many aspiring reporters. Have you ever wondered why her Today's show was canceled? Here is the real gist. The news headline reads, Megyn Kelly, the former Fox News Channel personality who made a rocky transition to softer news at NBC, was fired from her morning show Friday after triggering a furor by suggesting it was okay for white people to wear blackface at Halloween. Megyn Kelly Today is not returning, NBC News said. The show occupied the fourth hour of NBC's Today program, a time slot that will be hosted by other co-anchors next week, the network said. NBC didn't address Kelly's future at the network. However, negotiations over her exit from NBC are underway, according to a person familiar with the talks who wasn't authorized to discuss the matter publicly and spoke on condition of anonymity. Brian Friedman, an attorney for Kelly, said in a statement that she remains an employee of NBC News and discussions about next steps are continuing. He did not elaborate. Kelly is in the second year of a 3-year contract that reportedly pays her more than $20 million annually. The show's cancellation came 4 days after she provoked a firestorm for her on-air comments about blackface as a costume. But what is racist? Kelly said Tuesday. Truly, you do get in trouble if you are a white person who puts on blackface at Halloween or a black person who puts on whiteface for Halloween. Back when I was a kid, that was okay, as long as you were dressing up like a character. Critics accused her of ignoring the ugly history of minstrel shows and movies in which whites applied blackface to mock blacks as lazy, ignorant, or cowardly. Kelly apologized to fellow NBC staffers later in the day and made a tearful apology on her show Wednesday. She did not host new Megyn Kelly Today episodes as scheduled afterward. What is she up to at the moment? Kelly announced the launch of Devil May Care Media, her media production company, on September 10, 2020, with a podcast, The Megyn Kelly Show. Its first episode premiered on September 28. On July 6, 2021, it was announced that the podcast would move to SiriusXM on September 7, 2021, to broadcast weekdays at noon European time on the talk radio channel Triumph, along with a video simulcast available to SiriusXM subscribers. In early 2023, Kelly teased that she had to join SAG-AFTRA for an upcoming secret project. On November 30, 2023, she revealed on her show that she was set to star alongside Danny Trejo, Roseanne Barr, and Adam Carolla in Mr. Bircham, a new Daily Wire adult animated comedy series scheduled to debut in early 2024. On December 6, 2023, Kelly returned to the moderator desk to co-host the fourth Republican primary debate alongside Elizabeth Vargas and Eliana Johnson on News Nation. Megyn Kelly's journey from practicing law to becoming a prominent television figure has been nothing short of remarkable. Her evolution, from wearing traditionally conservative outfits to turning heads with a bold halter dress at the 2016 Republican National Convention, highlights how strength and modesty can coexist with confidence, style, and trend-setting choices. Although Kelly doesn't label herself a feminist, her support for women at Fox News and her high-profile confrontations with figures like Donald Trump have empowered many women to speak out and embrace their own voice. Through it all, Kelly has shown that a mix of elegance, assertiveness, and fearless questioning can bring depth and energy to any public discourse. What do you think of Megyn as a media personality? Feel free to share your mind in the comment section below. Before you go, click on other videos displayed on your screen. Remember to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe.